Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Subnautica. In the last episode we ventured to the Grand Reef and checked out the Degassi base there. In this episode we're going to go around and I'm not sure if this is all going to be one episode or two, but within the next video or two we're going to be taking care of the rest of the life pods in the game. So let me go ahead and board the sea moth here. Now I believe there are 5 remaining life pods. And we know the coordinates of 2 of them. Commander U's life pod is, yeah, this one over here. Ooh, that was weird. I heard like a low rumbling sound. And then there's another life pod that's over here. Now I'm going to go towards this one first because, oh, and then also we have 3 other ones whose coordinates we do not have at all. So I'm going to head towards this one first because there's another life pod we can grab along the way. Life pod 4, which is near the Aurora, so it'll be in the crash zone. Now, I thought... I'd misremembered from previous playthroughs. I thought it was on the other side of the Aurora, which is why I was a bit hesitant to go out there. But it's actually not. It's actually right on the border of, like, the crash zone, and then I believe a kelp forest, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to head towards this one first. I'm just double checking. I do have the map up here because I don't remember where all these are off the top of my head. So I am using a map for this, just saying that right now. But I'm going to head towards this one, and then I also want to head a little bit more towards the crash zone too. So I believe it should be on the border of a mushroom forest and the crash zone. Let me surface here real quick. Okay, so okay, just making sure that wasn't a Reaper. Although I don't think we're really in Reaper territory at all right now. Okay, here's the Aurora. Just want to kind of get my bearings here. Okay, that's still a reef back. So I think this is the border of the mushroom forest, right? Okay, here it is. So let me think real quick. I'm gonna try to figure out how to find this thing. Ooh, is that a... Okay, that's just scrap metal. Okay, where's my sonar? Here we go. Definitely want to be using this because it's not like very close to Sammy, but it's close enough that I want to keep an eye out. It's like right on the border too, so I'm thinking it's got to be like along this rock wall somewhere. Yeah, again, we are relatively close to Sammy's territory, so we do want to keep our eyes out. Yeah, you can hear him. I thought it was going to be right there, but I guess not. Okay, let me see real quick. I just want to make sure I'm not swimming right into Sammy again. It might be over here, actually. No. That's actually a biome we haven't seen yet, and one where we're gonna find one of the life pods. So actually, I think I am a bit too far north. I think it's gonna be further south where this life pod is. And as you know what, it's not even that deep, really. So I think it actually is along the rock wall up here. Let's see. Oh, here it is up here. I think I just found it. Yeah, this is totally it. So this is life pod 4. Yeah, okay, that does say 4. Yeah, we found life pod 4 here. It's actually a lot closer to the Aurora than I thought it was going to be. Let me go ahead and... Can I don't think I can board it from the top there. Did the stuff sink? I'm trying to think. Because obviously I'm looking for the PDA and then the thing, the data box. I don't see them in here. So maybe they sank to the bottom. In that case, let me pop in here real quick. No, I don't, I don't see them. That's weird. Let me take a look at this again. Ah, here we go. So I was thinking, usually these life pods have a hole ripped open in them. Here's the one we were looking for. Okay, so we got the PDA for that one. Looks like this one doesn't have a data box in it. But it does have a first aid kit, which we'll go ahead and take. Okay, so now that we've gotten that one, let's go ahead and head for this one here. Once again, I'm going to make liberal use of the sonar since we are in Reaper territory here. And like I said, this one's going to take us actually into a new biome that we haven't seen yet. It's called the Bulb Zone, and you'll see why shortly. Now, the Bulb Zone is generally pretty safe, but around this part in particular, you do want to be careful because Sammy will kind of drift into the Bulb Zone. Sammy likes to drift between the front of the Aurora, this part of the Mushroom Forest, and then the Bulb Zone as well. So this area in general, you want to be careful. And here's actually a native creature to the Bulb Zone here. This is an amp eel. You want to be careful. Obviously, they produce electricity, which can and will hurt you. But otherwise, they're relatively harmless as long as you kind of stay out of their way. Now, I want to take a look over here. Again, just want to be mindful. Ooh. There's a wreck here. And I see the... Oh, jeez. Ah, that startled me. Freaking bone sharks. There are bone sharks here, so it's not completely safe. But, okay, here's that data box. Let's go ahead and take this real quick. Ooh. Go ahead and take that as well. Lightweight high-capacity tank. I don't actually... Oh, you know what? That might be a Cyclops part we don't have yet. Oh. So that's a Mesmer. I'm glad we got to see one of those, actually. And as you can see, they'll kind of, like, direct you towards them by hypnotizing you. And you'll get that funny little PDA dialogue. Okay, that's a scanner room fragment. We don't need that. You'll get that funny PDA dialogue of, your primary directive... Your primary directive is to swim closer to that beautiful fish, is what it was saying. So yeah, as the PDA was kind of telling us here, there's lots of thermal ports and ampules in the area. Again, ampules really aren't that big of a threat. And this can actually be a decent place to build a base because of all the thermal vents, make it easier to get thermal energy, but I find this place to be a little bit too riddled with bone sharks to be really worth building a base here, but it's not the worst idea you could have. Okay, so can I... Oh, here we go. Got ourselves another PDA here.
Integrating new PDA data.
I'm gonna see if I can try and find a data box around here. Because I remember, you know, not all of the life pods are gonna have data boxes, but I thought this one did. Okay, saw that shadow of a bone shark. I was just being careful. No, I don't really see one around here, so... okay, so there's that life pod. Now, I believe the next nearest one, do I see Ruby? I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I generally try to pick up rubies whenever I can, because if I'm not going out for a special trip for them especially, so that I can reduce the number of trips I have to make for them. Okay. Now, I think the next closest one is actually Commander Yu's life pod. I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick here and double check on that. One moment. Okay, we're back, and it looks like there actually is another closer life pod we can get to. Ooh, is that another wreck, or is that the one we're at? No, that's the one we're at before. It looks like there is actually another closer wreck that we can get to before we stop off at Commander Yu's. So I'm actually going to go for that first. And, let's see. Okay, here's the mushroom forest. Again, want to be mindful around these parts, although I think we're pretty safe. I should have checked the map better while I was paused. I don't really want to pause again, but I think we're going in the right direction towards it. It's going to be maybe a little bit more this way. Oops. Okay, if that's where that is, then we're still pretty far north of it. Alright. You know what? I actually am going to pause again real quick. Take a look here. Okay, so it looks like it's like... Yeah, okay, we're going in pretty much the right direction here. It's like south, or like more closer to west than southwest. But it's going to be in a grassy plateau is where we're going to look. And it's going to be at a depth of about 110 meters. I actually don't remember if we've gotten this one or not. If we have, then I might just end up cutting all this out. But I don't think we have. Let's see. Okay, I want to start looking around more. I think it's going to be a little bit more south, honestly. Shoot. Ah, that scared me. When those fish hit the thing, the sea moth, that genuinely does startle me. Okay, tell you what, I think I might... Well, okay, this is the underwater island biome, right? So that means it's got to be... Actually, it does have to be around here somewhere, relatively close. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Let me... No. Okay, so it's actually closer to the mushroom forest. It's actually right on the border of the mushroom forest and this grassy plateau. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Go ahead and get back in here and head more towards this way again. Yeah, part of me wants to cut here, but at the same time, we haven't really seen... Like, I kind of want to show where you can find, particularly these life pods that are not marked on by the GPS. Okay, so here's the border, and then the crash zone is, like, up here, right? Or is that also mushroom forest? Let me go ahead and check real quick. I'm pretty sure this is crash zone, though. Yeah, so this is crash zone. Mushroom forest and then grassy plateau. And this is where that kind of juts out a little bit, so it should be right along over here somewhere. Yeah, let me actually swim up a little bit more so I can kind of look down and... Yeah, this is generally, I think, about the best way to find these life pods. Just kind of, like, get a good, like, well, not aerial vantage view, but you know what I mean. Oh, there it is right there. Cool. Yeah, I figured it had to be around here somewhere. And I don't believe we've actually gotten this one yet. This should be Life Pod 6, if I recall correctly. And looks like it is. Cool. And got the... PDA there. Ooh, there's some lead in here too, as well as some flares as well. And oh, there's two PDAs here. Interesting. Okay.
Integrating new PDA.
And I don't see. Yeah, I don't see a data box around here, and I didn't see one in there. So I think we're gonna go ahead and move on from here. What are we at on time? Okay, not too shabby. Okay, so yep, there's where Commander U's life pod is. Looks like we have another radio message. You know, that might actually be the radio message for Life Pod 6, because I'm pretty sure... Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, I was going to get out and repair... You know what, I am going to get out and repair this now. Yeah, because I was thinking about it on my way here, and I actually don't think we've gotten the message for Lifepod 6 yet, so that's kind of a bit of a flavor fail on my part. But we're reaching a point where we only had so many Lifepods left, and I didn't want to sit around and, like, you know, dick around and wait for a radio message. So I figured in this video, which I think I am just going to condense this down to one video, I figured in this video I just want to go ahead and get all the Lifepods out of the way, all the remaining ones in the game, so I decided to just do that. Now this next one's going to take us into the Blood Kelp Zone, which we haven't been on camera down here. I dipped down here briefly in order to grab some deep shrooms. Or is this Underwater Islands? I think we're in the Underwater Islands. You know what? We are. So we actually got to go through here in order to get to the Blood Kelp Zone. But that is where we're going to end up going next. This might actually be a Blood Kelp Zone. Hang on. Let me... nope, this is Underwater Islands. Which means we are going to want to go up. Because the Underwater Islands is kind of like a big crater. Or like a... Nah, not a volcano quite, but it's basically surrounded by mountains, so we can't just go down to the Blood Kelp Zone from here. Most of these bone sharks need to heck off, although turning my lights off will help with that. Let's see. At least I don't think we can get down there from here. Although, shoot, actually it does look like we can. Huh, I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know these zones were connected like that. Okay, so... yeah, Blood Kelp Zone is where the next one is here. Now, we do want to be careful. This is the one that's down 500 meters. And if I am reading this correctly, there actually is a Ghost Leviathan somewhat nearby. So I'm going to make liberal use of my sonar here, so I can keep my eyes peeled for it. Also want to look out for the usual threats like warpers. Right as I say it, you can hear one. Warpers, crab squids. Yeah, there's the Ghost Leviathan right up there, actually. God, and this music, too. And just these sounds in general. I am not a big fan of this place. I'm not gonna lie. There's just a lot of creepy sounds here, and the music makes it all the more creepier. But these are deep shrooms here. I actually am gonna get out and grab a few just so I can have some more for the future. You don't have to go down quite this far to find them either. They can be pretty easily picked up in like the more shallow parts of the area too. And I thought I saw a gel sack. Yeah, I did right here. Definitely gonna want these as well. Ugh, okay, the music itself is pretty good, I will have to admit, when you're listening to it, like, just on the soundtrack, but, man, in this zone, like when you're in the zone, auto zone, no, but when you're in the actual Blood Kelp Zone, this music just makes it so much creepier. Just, again, surveying the area, making sure we're good to get out here. Okay, here we have a data box. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Ooh, a Cyclops depth module. That's pretty good. And here is the PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, so we got everything we need from there. Okay, so our next... actually, our final PDA is going to be relatively far from here. Not even relatively. It is actually just very far from here. Hang on. Yeah, like I said, I want to make liberal use of the sonar when I'm in this zone. It actually is pretty far from here. It's in another biome that I don't believe we've actually been to yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and meet you back at the base. After I put some of these materials away, we'll check out that radio message, and then we'll head for that final, the final life pod, and I will meet you there. Okay, we are back here at the base. So, I did take a little bit of a break, and I've been letting, I left the game unpaused so that I could get the Cyclops to charge up, or the Seamoth to charge up a bit there. But while we're here, let's take a listen to this radio message.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
Destroyed. Mode. Patrol. New targets unaccounted for. 1.
Well, that didn't sound very good at all, did it? So based on what we've been seeing with these Lifepods, and based on the fact that there's only one new target unaccounted for, I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're that target and that maybe this last Lifepod won't have a survivor in it. While I'm here, actually, let me go ahead and dump off these supplies real quick. That's kind of my guess to what's happening right now, which, well, suffice it to say, has me a bit worried. I kind of like the idea, too, of your character in-game, like, hearing this, because when I first played the game, alright, I'll stop being coy and I'll just say it. Yeah, none of the Lifepods, not even this last one, are going to have any survivors in them. When I was first playing the game, I was all like, oh, cool, we can go find other survivors and bring them to our base, and then they can help us. And then it turns out, yeah, literally every single one of them is dead. Okay, so we're actually just going to go straight there. I don't have anything else I need to do at the moment. Let's see. Go ahead and enter the Seamoth. Now for this last Lifepod, let me go ahead and take a look real quick here. Let's see. Yeah, it's in a new biome, and I believe it should just be like straight. Okay, where are we? It should be like southeast from us, I believe. So we're gonna want to head in this general direction. And I'll go ahead and show the trip again just because we've never been to this biome before. It's pretty distinct. You'll be able to see it pretty easily, especially with the sonar, but even without it, you'll definitely know it when you see it. There's that big hole again. I need to check that out more. I didn't really, explore this too well the first time I went down there. Although, I don't think... I mean, what could be down there, really, right? Like, more supplies? Ooh, let's drive through this arch. Maybe we can give a bit of a boost. No, that's a different game. In any case, let's see. I think it's actually just over here, unless this is the crash zone, which I think it. Yeah, this is the crash zone. We don't need to be here. Ooh, definitely don't need to be here. Although it is relatively nearby, this crash zone. Oh, here it is, right here. Actually. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Yep, so when you start seeing these, rock spires here, this is what's known as the crag field. I don't really come to this... Okay, and actually I need to come back here and check this out. I just want to see... Oh, look at this. There's a stalker out here. Oh, you're not used to seeing him out here. Okay, so I just want to make sure I know where we are... relative to the crash zone. Okay, so this is the crash zone out here. Crag Field is this way. So, and then let me see. This is a grassy plateau. So about where those three zones meet, Crag Field, crash zone, grassy plateau, is where we're gonna want to look. So it should actually be right about here. At the point where the three of them intersect, and then a little bit south of that is where the Lifepod is going to be. As I've been trying to say, though, I'm not a huge fan of the crag zone. As you can see, there are plenty of... It looks like a part, and that sounds like a bite. But you know what? You bite, you die. As soon as I get this charged up. Get back here, you. Yeah, you can tell you've damaged an enemy when they sparkle like that, I guess. They don't really sparkle, that's more than being electrocuted, but, well, you know what I mean. So I'm going to get out and repair this. And I'm also going to check out this part right here. Unless this is just like random... Okay, that's a scanner room fragment. We don't need that. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of a scanner room fragment before. But, yeah, I don't like to come out to the crag field because this place, I think, has more bone sharks than, like, just about any other spot in the whole... Jesus, can you get away from me, please? Just about any other spot in, like, the whole game. And there's not really a whole lot out here that you can't get in other biomes anyway, so... like I said, I generally just don't really come here very often. Do want to find this life pod here, though. Oh, don't hit me, please. Geez, this guy will not leave me alone. Okay, let me hang on, throw out another sonar. Okay, so this is where we came from, right? So I think it should be over here somewhere. Like I said, where the life pod is, it's gonna be like just south of where the grassy plateaus, the crag field, and the crash zone, those three biomes all meet. And you know what? It would actually help to look at what depth it's at too. Okay, 179 meters. So we're definitely going a little bit too high. Let me try looking over here. Okay, so it should be around this depth, and then like maybe over here a little bit. Another reason I don't like the crag field is just the way the rock spires, or the way that they're jutting. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but it also makes trying to find things here a pain, because you have to like look up and under like all of the individual like spires, and it's just like, yeah, everything's just really obscured here by the natural formations. That's not it, is it? No, that's just random. Oh, come on. Heckin' bone sharks. Okay. Okay. Yeah, even if you don't outright kill them, if you just kind of shock them, they will kind of leave you alone. So there's at least that much. Okay, so this, again, is about the point where all three of those biomes intersect. So it should be like... You know what? I'm going to get out and repair my sea moth. If it's smoking, that's not a good sign. I don't have to worry about reapers or anything, though, in the crag fields. It's just bone sharks. That's the main threat. Oh, ah! Those things seriously aggravate me to no end. I know I'm all like, oh, come on, like making Let's Player sounds over here. But seriously, fuck bone sharks. I hate them more than any Leviathan, more than any other enemy in the entire game. Ugh, end rant, but seriously though, fuck those guys. Yeah, it should be like over here maybe. Okay, that's definitely more of like... Well, you know what? That is actually kind of where we want to be, is more of the border over here. Okay, it's not out there. Ooh, is that it? No, I don't... Oh, here it is! Finally! I found it. Jesus. Okay, I was afraid I was going to have to cut away there, and I really didn't want to, but... Okay, here we are. The final sea pod in the game. Interesting. Well... Oh, there's a toy car in here. Have I ever gotten this one? I don't know, actually. But in any case, there's the last PDA there, and I don't think there's a life pod at this one. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, now we've found all the life pods in the game. Which I think might actually be the first time I've done it all in one playthrough. I think I've found them all, like, scattered throughout separate playthroughs, but I don't know that I've ever gotten all the life pods in one playthrough. So that's pretty cool. Cool, excuse me. Let's see, I'm trying to decide if I should go ahead and show off those PDAs now. I don't think I will. I think I'll save that for a different video. Maybe I'll just make a lore dump episode after this one. And then we'll just kind of go for there. So that's probably going to be where this video ends. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Subnautica. I haven't really decided. I think in the next episode what we'll do is do a bit of a lore dump. And then after that, okay, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and get all the parts to build the Cyclops and the prawn suit. Definitely gonna want to do that next. And then I think in that same video that we build both of those, we'll go ahead and just read all the rest of the Degassi and Lifepod lore. So, yep, thank you so much for watching this episode of Subnautica. This is Hexlex, signing out. Have a good day. And remember, keep calm. Always keep calm.